Okay, yep, here we are. Probably should clean my glasses first. I get the glare from the lights and such. The bright lights of stardom, eh? That's better. Okay. Let's get the right screen picked here. And there we are. So, I'm back in Oregon. I bought a bit of history here. There's an well, let me drive first, and then I'll tell you the history. Possibly I can talk and drive at the same time. I got wine here too. There was a mod called SCS. What was it now? SCS log trailer. Yeah, SCS log trailer ownable, and somebody had gone into the unownable SCS log trailers and had made an ownable version of it. So I was driving it off and on. A bunch of people were driving it, but it wasn't the official SCS version. So when SCS came out with 1.34 and they had a ownable log trailer, it was the same one. So whether by request or just automatically, his trailer disappeared from the workshop. And it meant that my game got reset. Now I'm not sure why, it took a while. I started up fine yesterday on 1.34, and then I went to start today and it said game change detected, because that was missing. I think he'd probably gone in after the fact, because I looked in the mod list of mods, it was still in there, but with like that circle with the exclamation point, the red circle, meaning that it's been removed. So my game got reset. So I was partway through a job and I got relocated. So here's the job. I bought it again. This is a custom Aussie mod. This is by a double log trailer. It's a single one. If you want to see the dimensions of it, let's so it's a yeah, it's an 9-ton trailer. It's 45 foot plus a 25 foot. So these are the two. The 45 is this first thing, of course, with 2 loads of logs. I think they're you know, let me look at this with a decent angle. like over here. Well, maybe they're the same. You know, 45, so that's... Well, that's 45. Let's see, that's 40. So those 20? 20, 20, and 20? Maybe. Usually they do pulp logs 8 feet. Or 16, but... doesn't have to be completely accurate, so... let me check here. Maybe I'll get a text from my landlord telling me the law. I'll have to check in 15 minutes to see whether he's finished his washing, so I can, his drying, so I can put mine in. But in the meantime, we're here. At Bent. We're taking the long way around, but that's okay. I suppose I could. Yeah, who cares? This is fine. This will be a little more interesting and twisty. So I'm going down here. We're taking 140 because this is the new addition to the map. 140, 140. And then once we get there, we're doing a bit of a detour because I want to go down here through. I want to go through Tonopah. Tonopah is completely redone apparently. And then after Tonopah, we go down. We go through Vegas, Kingman, Holbrook, Albuquerque, 2 Cumcary, 3 Cumcary, Childless, Wichita, Lineman, down Fort Worth, Dallas, and then down through Natchitoches to Chopin, or Chopin. A appropriate place for a mill, I guess. So that'll be our drop-off in some 80 hours or so. Okay, so let's hit the road here. Now this is a long trailer, but it tracks pretty nicely, so it's not really a problem. Nice road, eh? And it's a I'm gonna okay, I was trying to figure out what that is. They're doing construction upstairs. Anyways, let me go into the options. Sound options. Well, we're good here. But I'm gonna go see what the hell's happening. So already I'm saying I'll be back. I'll have to have one ear open and one ear. Oops. This button. So like I said, I started this game yesterday. Well, I started this particular load. A custom Aussie double logging trailer. 45 and a 25 foot. Going from Oregon to Louisiana, because Louisiana is the other state that has lumber apparently. So you're taking logs, like a Coles to Newcastle thing. But I got about a third of the way there yesterday, I guess, and then the game reset because there was a mod called SCS Log Trailer Bracket Ownable. Somebody had gone in and created an ownable version of the regular non-ownable logging trailer in SCS in 1.33, and once SCS came out with one, and then I guess they made him take his mod, or for whatever reason he took his mod out of the workshop, I guess early today. The game detected a change, a major change, because I had it as an ownable trailer. I wasn't driving it. The game got upset and reset and got me by the garage, dumped my load, no penalty, but long story short, too late. Here I am. I gotta start the same bloody load again. But it's show you where we're going. This time we're starting in Bend. Before we were in Astoria. Starting in Bend, I'm going down here to go across 140 because we want to explore 140. Apparently that is one of the things they've changed. And then taking a detour to go through Tonopah because, hey, Crusher, mostly Tonopah has been changed, and then on to... So yeah, I'm having to repeat the job I had yesterday because one of the trailers I have got taken out of the workshop. It's a double by custom Aussie mods. Here, I'll do diagnostics. This one, 45 plus 25, 8 tons, 9 tons. So oops, there, that button. So a shitload of logs. So here we are. Yeah, so they supposedly they redid Tonopah. Now I'm not sure why that's a big deal. What's Tonopah? Just a place on the map. Is it of significance to American historians, or is it the site of the where they built the first Freightliner truck? Oh, there was a rebuild mod, so I don't know why Tonopah then. Why would somebody want to rebuild it? Okay, how's our torque here? Because this is a... yeah. Don't die on me here. A8. Holy shit, that's one hell of a hill. Just that I can't lift my... I think we're good. I can't lift my axles. I know. A little truck that could. I like my FLB. and it likes me. Oh shit, a lot of trucks. Oh, we got a blank there. And does that mean we got a blank here? It does, or enough of one. So the FLD is the long nose version, I guess, of the Freightliner, isn't it? I like the B, just because it looks so cool. Ooh, leaping deer. I've never seen leaping deer on this. Now on the Russian maps, I've seen bunny rabbits. So I undecorated today for Christmas. I figured it was time. My girlfriend's coming up in a few days, and she helped me decorate. She doesn't really have to help me undecorate, so... landlord was shuffling things down on the storage, and he built me some shelves, so it was part of the reason I delayed, so... Now I got the shelves, I got the room to do it, so... Ooh, nice big bear there. Oh, and Paul Bunyan, isn't this Oregon? So yeah, I got the space to put the boxes back down there, so... undecorated everything. I couldn't find one of the boxes. I'm not sure what happened to it. Sure was the box that said, you know, one of the things on the label was centerpiece, that goes on the table. I had the centerpiece, I didn't have a box that said centerpiece, but... we made do. We made do. Oh yeah, that's right. I had a liquor store box that had 2 pillows in it. That was pretty light. Shuffle things around. So. And my landlord tells me that he's going to have to do major renovations. Not my place, but upstairs, where his aunt lives too. She's one of the co-landlord. They bought the place last year. These cars are disappearing. Poof. They bought the place last year, and the former owner may have misrepresented some things. Furnace wasn't as new as she said, and there's a leak in the basement she neglected to mention, and the roof, ice dams build up on one edge of the roof, and if you don't clear the snow off, and we've had a bad freeze-thaw winter, so they got water leaking into the apartment up above, and what's happened is it's managed to leak in and pretty well cover the ceilings of all the rooms. Like above the ceiling, it leaked and ran along the joists or whatever the hell it did. It soaked the insulation, I guess. So, if it was summer, what they would do is they would replace the roof because it's leaking. If it was summer, they'd open up the flat roof and change everything, change the ceilings from above, but they can't because it's winter. So. They're going to have to, she's going to have to leave for a few weeks. They're going to have to go into her apartment, move all the stuff out of the way, go into her apartment and take down all the ceilings, dry everything out, replace all the insulation, and then put all the new ceilings back up somehow, and then, then paint the ceilings, plaster the ceilings, put in new lighting. I mean, I asked him, does insurance cover this? And he's nodded, and I go, that's good, because, Jesus. You know, it's like the dentist saying your teeth are good, but the gums have to go. That's sort of like that. So what have we got? We've got 41 hours to drive. Oh, that's not that bad, is it? 2,300 miles. We got probably gas for, yeah, 1,400. We'll be getting gas at some point, but there are gas stations that are quite nice along here. That you can just right outside of the road, you just pull in, pull out. Piece of cake. I suppose we could. Notice the runoff that they give you? None. If you're a real trucker, you would have noticed that you had no space to slow down. Okay. 46 tons. Okay, I can dig it. 46 tons. The trailer was 9 tons, so that's, and the load's 25, so 25 and 9 is 34. Wait a minute. 25 to 9, that's 34, so 12 tons for the truck? I don't know, seems a little heavy, but nobody's really taken them to task for their math. There we go. So that's the big news here. Major. Means there's going to be contractors for a couple of weeks. Summertime, he was getting his apartment redone, and there was contractors for several weeks working on his apartment below me. So they'd start at 8 o'clock with air hammers going, so I had to make sure I wasn't on my lazy night shift. And they were often out back with a saw, cutting trim and stuff like this, tiles. So I couldn't sit out back and enjoy the fresh air on my little back porch. So it was a disappointing summer. And now they're going to be a couple of weeks working upstairs, so they'll be. Said, yeah, they probably won't start till 8:30, but still, it's going to be stomp, stomp, stomp. Big guys, boots. They'll probably have air hammers, like with compressors. Sucks to be me. Could be worse. I could be Lee's upstairs having to move for several weeks. Over, buddy. Yellow. Give me a green. Give me a sign. Give me a sign from above. Or from just in front. Nice old cars here. I like that. Not a big view of the road. If you're trying to explore something on this map, it's, oops. It's difficult to do. Taco. Mexican restaurant, orders to go. Alright. Taco Tuesday. was thinking I'm going to do some more, I'm going to try some more train simulator. Maybe tonight I'll do that. I did that one a few days ago to simulate that train crash, but then I got into it again. There's an interesting one I downloaded, I don't know, the B&O Allegheny, whatever. Something, I think it's based in the Appalachians, and it's like in the 60s when there was a lot of coal trains there, and there's this interesting place that has switchbacks in the middle. And the way a switchback works in a train is you drive at a sort of a diagonal up a slope, and then you come to a switch, and there changes to a level part of track, no slope to it. You go on that level part, and then you throw the switch behind you now, and now you can take the track that heads up diagonally up the slope, up higher. Cross the switch, a little bit, throw the switch, go again, so it's a zigzag. Backward, forward, backwards, forwards, up the side of a mountain. It's kind of cool. Very, pretty labor intensive, because you have to start and stop and throw the switches. The challenge is to manage the brakes in this game. So air brakes plus dynamic brakes. Ooh, 25? Looking in the mirror. We're good. It's a triple, but it tracks quite nicely. The double, sorry. Tracks nicely. Parking lot. Bay of Paradise. Yeah, so anyways, I should mention again that this train thing, I think I'm going to try this B&O to see if people are interested. It's a pretty slow thing to watch, but sometimes this is slow too, right? Just trees. Tired, got nothing to say. Saturday. Did some writing. This week, some reading. Took down the Christmas decorations. I'm thinking of ordering this food box. My landlord and his girlfriend get it. Called Good Food. They give you a box. Box a week, 2, 3, or 4 people in different kinds of meal. You know, vegetarian or economy, or easy cook, or I guess the easy cook is pre-portioned to the simple recipes. Pay a premium for that. Oh look, house construction. Hey, I've got trees. Do you have a saw? No, they're looking for lumber. So what I'll do is I'll take these trees. We're in Oregon, but I'll take these trees down to Louisiana, and then I'll pick up a load of lumber from Louisiana and I'll bring it back to Oregon and I'll sell it to these people who are building houses at a slight premium. Oh, you're gonna stop for me. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, backhand looks good on this. So yeah, welcome to my stream. Thanks for viewing. If you're a follower, thanks for following. If you want to support me, you can cheer me with bits. And if you're in the US, you get free bits by watching ads. Or you can subscribe with your Amazon Prime. Gives you one free Twitch subscription a month. Or we're good. I can buy my books. Yield to trains. Well, I assume that if there's a train coming through, they're going to have a bell going. You see a train? No, let's stop here right on the tracks. No, I don't see a train. I do see a mill, but time is sorry. No, we'll drive till 6. I'll have some supper. I made ribs tonight. This afternoon, I made ribs in the Instapot. Oh, good, somebody's having an accident there. Not sure what it was, but it blocked the traffic nicely for me. Yeah, so I did ribs in Instapot. Put in a dry rub and you put some apple juice and or apple cider in the bottom. And pressure cook it for 25 minutes. Let it slow release for 15 and then hit the quick release. And I let it go slow release for 25, so they were kind of overdone. I mean, they definitely were falling off the bone. So they're okay. They're okay. I like them better in the oven. They crisp up better in the oven. Could probably, it'd be like parboiling them. You could start them off like that, right? No, you can give them. What's this? Sorry. No, it's a Russian movie. Okay, just checking my messages for my peeps. And or my son. Lights on it. Dash is nice in this truck too. It's got nice green. And we have interior lights too, I believe. Yeah, not sure why, but that's an option, I guess. Big hills here. Now last trip I stopped and looked at those, and they're cattle gates. What they are is steel bars across the road with a gap of an inch or so between them, and then a space down below. Like, so you look down and it's hard to see, hard to tell, but it doesn't look like stable footing. And cattle in general are leery of that. Don't cross it. Allegedly. So it's gotten dark here along 140, obscuring my vision of the lights in that landscape, but well, they're okay, but nothing that exciting. I'm looking forward to this Tonopah. So people don't, apparently there was even a Tonopah add-on, so that's how much people wanted it to be cranked up. So we see what it looks like now. Snow zone, really? Oh, okay, that's what we're looking at. Not seeing snow though. Note from my landlord that once his load is done, use extreme caution. I'm not sure why this is use extreme caution. It's rocks. It's a note from he had his stuff in the dryer. I thought he was finished his laundry and he was out, so he came back and he went to take his. I did a load of the washing and he went to take his out and it was still damp. So I don't know. Just put in more money. I don't care. So he said, just once it's done, just take it out. I will. Nice, nice journey up here, eh? Oops. Take a picture. Is this the right button? Oops, I forgot. The camera puts me in neutral. I don't know why. I got a button mapped. Little rest area there. There's a couple of bikes. Dark. Where are you guys? Shagging in the woods. Bump, bump. So I guess I thought maybe he was just going to do it, and then, you know, sometimes they do just, his laundry was not quite dry, so usually I go down after 20 minutes and pull it out, but he may have just left it in for another, I think he's changed it now to be an hour. Because once they started using the machine, they realized that normally it doesn't quite get it dry enough in the 45 minutes that you're given, so he changed it to be an hour. Because it's his machine. But he must have had like a bunch of wet towels or something in there. So. It's okay. I know where to go this evening, so I can, like I said, we'll wait till, we'll drive till 6 tonight. Here. I'm going to 5? 5 is good, apparently. Oh, it's raining though. Behind me? Well, I guess. I've been there for 6 hours. So, no, more than that. It was like 10 o'clock at night or so. Oh, I think they fixed the time zones, did they? Was that one of the fixes? Let's look and see if one of the fixes was, in which case I can turn the time zone areas fixed. Well, okay. Let's try it then. Let's go back to, let's go to our truck and go to our options, because I think I may have time zones turned off just because it was misbehaving or Mr. Behaving. Oh no, they're on. And I got full detours, a little bit of rain, and I haven't seen any detours yet. Okay. Okay, we're good. Sorry. We'll drive here. After this, that's probably good like that. After this, I think I head south. This is how far I got last time then, because I remember this gas station. I pulled in this gas station. And I went to start today, and it said, oh, we've relocated you to a safe place, like your garage at Rito, and dumped your cargo, but there's no penalty. No, except I have to come all the way back here. Maybe could have used a save game, eh? Good point. Yeah, there's a gas station up in there, so okay. You know, it's a bit of a detour to get in there, but that was okay. Oh, I need more wine and a snack, so don't go away, folks. I'll be back. I'll be back in a moment here. lunch is done. Got my wine. We're good here. And we're racing down the highway again with our FLB. So. Let's do a refresh here and see where we are. So we are in Utah, I guess. Winnemucca? No, this is Nevada. Reno, Nevada. Tonopah, Nevada. And it's raining. But we're hitting off the big highway, so we can go a little faster. We probably could have gone faster anyways. I mean, it's this double load of yeah. That probably scares people. See that happening coming down the highway at them. Yes, it would. Oh, I guess we should, we can set the cruise control now. Well, not where we're going uphill, I guess. What are we set to? 70. Let's try 65. Sorry, it wobbled a bit there. I couldn't remember where the hell it was on that display. But setting the cruise keeps me honest here, because otherwise I tend to get light-footed on the gas. Some people tend to go faster and faster. I tend to back off, slow down. You know, I hit a curve I'm not too comfortable with, I slow down a bit and I stay slowed down. Whereas, well, okay, we're slowing down here because we've got, how heavy is this? 25 tons? 25 tons. I got an 8, I think it's an 850 horsepower, which is good. I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to my my big truck, my K-Whopper. Missed the brake there. Missed the brake, hit the clutch. Oh, thank you. Well, I stopped dead, but he saw me coming and then thought, whoa. Hey, try harder. I'm going well here, and you? Just taking a load of logs. A lot of logs. Got a double trailer of logs from Oregon down to Louisiana. Because apparently, even though they have logging in Louisiana, they like the logs from Oregon. Probably don't have any cedar, right? I don't know what they have in Louisiana. I've seen the show. Enjoying the weekend while it lasts? Yes, it is a weekend. It is Saturday night, you're right. Being semi-retired, weekends and weekdays sort of blend together for me. But it was fairly decent here. It's let's see what it is right now. I'm a writer, but I retired. I was a quality manager with Bell Canada doing field trials. It's not that bad here in Ottawa. And I retired from that, but now I write when I'm not playing online games and stuff like that. So that's why I say semi-retired. It's sort of a semi-job. I can work at it. The two I've written are there's information if you look on my channel there. There's information about them. They're the two I wrote were police, small town cop, undercover cop with the secret power to sometimes be invisible, and his power fades on him. He gets busted by a biker gang and has to hide out in a quiet northern town, which is of course not quiet. There's drugs, murder, evil spirits, First Nations friends. So subsequent ones I've done are fantasy and science fiction. So those have not been edited yet, so not published yet. Why does the map have me churning here? Winnemucca, why are we... well, the fantasy sci-fi one, the first one I did is about a witch. It's a bunch of Grimm's characters who are living in the contemporary world now. They are fully aware that they are Grimm's characters. They have come to life. They've been brought back to life by the resurgence of interest in the fairy tales stories, and so they are trying to live normal lives in Ottawa here. The wolf, the witch, Red Riding Hood, the wolf cutter, the woodcutter, and stuff like this. But they have some powers, but their powers are fading, and they run into evil spirits from voodoo from the Caribbean. So there's a battle for that. So, and the sci-fi, well, there's one about a woman who lives in the. Oh, I see why we're going this way. This is how we get onto the freeway. My bad. She dies, and now she lives up in the cloud, sort of in the iCloud. And has to help her husband, who's still alive, catch various criminals. Red light offense. Another one where somebody's got a chip, health chip in the back of his neck, but it's not an ID chip now. It is something that tracks you and controls your emotions. It will be released when I finish editing it and find a publisher. So, I'd like to do that this year. I'd like to edit it. I'd like to finish editing it this year. I think I could do that if I just get at it, eh? It was the third novel I've done, and I've done 6 altogether, plus over 100 short stories. So I've learned since I wrote that one. So I really need to not only just we're talking editing, not just fixing spelling and punctuation, but structural changes. So can be done. Well, yeah, the short stories are flash fiction. If you look at ravensview.ca, look at my site ravensview.ca, and there's a link to a flash fiction site that I have, but there's also a link to my short stories, which are really flash fiction. So I did them over the course of a couple of years. I was doing pretty well one a week, and most of them are. Come on, let me in. Come on, geez, you buggers, eh? Yeah, thank you. I should drag this trailer right across your car. Just no. I was hoping I could hit him. I didn't. They're typically 1,000 words, and almost sort of a fragment of a scene, just to explore some people and the situation. And but yeah, those probably need to be tidied up and sent off to various magazines. So, lots of work I could be doing. I started a flash fiction challenge site too. I'd done one a number of years ago and wanted to start again, and that one had stopped, and I couldn't find one that had what I wanted, so I started up one that has what I want. So each week I give people a challenge. You know, here's 6 opening lines, pick one at random. Here's a link to random photos on Flickr. Here's a mashup of genres or something. So prompt you with an idea and then write 1,000 words on it. It's interesting the different ideas people come up with. And it sort of commits me to doing it every week because it's my site. So last week's was it was a lot of fun. It was about a demon and a certain politician that hopefully people pick up the hints as to who this politician was. Okay. Take care. Thanks for stopping in. If you're a follower, thanks for following. Have a good night and enjoy the rest of the weekend. Hey, it's Lazy Trucker Sarah. How you doing? As Joey would say, how you doing? Is it, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I undecorated the Christmas tree today. You know, I was away in Toronto, and landlord was moving shit around the basement, so no room for boxes anyways, various reasons. So anyways, got all the decorations down and packed in the various boxes, and the tree disassembled in its box, and things carried downstairs, so that's good. My girlfriend's coming up. Ooh. Why are we having a moment here? She's coming up Wednesday. She's coming up Wednesday for a week. Oh, it's one of these things. Oh yeah, of course we're going to go slow because people are going to let people in. Well, they should, eh? So she's coming up for, this will be their first, I think we've been together for three Valentines, and go ahead. And never together. This time we will. Ah, yes, yes. Did somebody capture the convoy online on Twitch? Doing laundry here. No, I was taking down Christmas decorations. Oh, okay. Well, I thought more people. Yeah. I thought there were more people in the group that streamed and saved. So okay, well, why? Tell me, why was it a fun convoy? Was it in winter? Oh, would people, would the old VTC, would they go in and trash you? Would they go in and leave nasty comments? I mean, you can block people. Think you'd want to put it up there? Look at me, I'm having fun. Na na na, boo boo. Oh, I have to check to see whether my laundry is, landlord's laundry is finished, so I can throw mine in the dryer. So I'll be back. I'll be back. Well, I had to take the landlord's last bit of laundry out and put it up on the... It wasn't quite dry. There was a comforter type thing that was still wet. Come on now. We hit the right button. There we go. Just, well, not wet. Slightly damp, so I just draped it over a stepladder. And I seem to, we've been shuffling around boxes and shelves there. I seem to have now acquired an extra bottle of bleach, so maybe one's his. I don't know. But there's just me and him using the machine. Of course, I use it for 2 loonies for a load of washing and 2 loonies the dryer. That's $2. He also puts loonies in the machine, but he just uses mine. He opens up the cash thing, takes out money I put in, and puts it in. So how much longer do we have in this? We have 90 minutes. I guess we could go right through. We'll see how it happens. See how see how much wine I drink and how much food I don't eat. It's supper time eventually. Had a late lunch. I did ribs in my slow cooker. Tender, certainly tender. Not as tasty as slow roasting. You know, the pressure cooker does nuke them nicely, but I probably need to cook them the way I did with spices on them and then put them on foil and slather on sauce and boil them until the smoke alarm goes off. Or I wonder if you could do them part way. How would that work? Let's see, there was 25 minutes and 15 to cool down and then release the pressure. So what if you did half of that? $15. Oh, nice bank corner. What happened? What if you did them at 15? Cooled down for 10. Like that's 2/3, right? Sort of. And then went through the normal, let's cook them slowly in the oven. I would assume they're 2/3 cooked. So if you had an oven, I think my oven recipe is 3 hours. So I could do them just for an hour then. That's true. That'd be interesting. Huh. Reno. No, we're not going into Reno. No, I wonder if we can just stay on this road and not go into Reno. I suspect. Well, we'll find out, right? Do I have any people left? There's a few people left. Kind of lose people when I wander off. Be right back because I gotta do shit, but... well, this is where my garage is. It's in Reno. Hi, garage. Detour? No. Whoa. Jeez, that was annoying. Oh, you asshole. He pulled in right in front of me after passing. And then, of course, he was like, oh, well, there's an accident. I better slow down. Well, yes, you could. You don't really have to. I was pretty close to whacking into the back of it. Bastard. I have the summer physics mod from the web page, the workshop page, as opposed to the winter physics mod. Not the Grimes ones, but just the. Oh, somebody else has them up there, right? Roadwork, yeah, okay, but I wonder if I'll actually hit a detour. Oh, I can hear something crashing in the basement. I'm pretty sure it's my laundry. Because I had a couple pairs of jeans, you know, a bunch of t-shirts and socks and shit like that, and that sort of distributes itself around. But I've got a couple of pairs of jeans. If they decide they want to be together on one side of the machine, it's an older machine and it goes out of whack easily. Just shakes the shit out of itself. And unfortunately, then it doesn't get dry enough on the spin dry. So you got to use an extra $2 to get things dry. So, are we here? Oh, no, we're good here. Let's check the mirror. We were good. I was trying to think of my stories. So I got my Agnes of Grimm, my fairy tale folk, and then I've got the ghost in the cloud, the woman stuck in the cloud, and then I've got Chipped, or whatever, that guy who's got a chip in his neck that's controlling him, and damned if I can think of the other ones. That's going to bother me enough that I got to really check it out here. Dropbox. Let's see what we have in Dropbox. Oh yeah, there's a portal story. Yeah, a woman who's discovers a portal into a medieval world in her backyard. Hmm. Goes to the machine. Crash landing. The game, that's the one with, oh, the game. Yeah, the game too is about sort of like a Last Starfighter type thing. The manager responds with a chip in the neck. Portal. Maybe that was it. All stories that I liked, stories that I could do more with. And now that I know more about writing, of course, as you get better and better, it's just like if you're a painter or whatever, or a musician, whatever you are, whatever your creative thing is in life. As you learn more about your craft and how to implement your creativity, then you go back to your earlier efforts and do a better job of connecting your connective efforts to other people. Basically, that's what the tools that the trade are for. You got an idea, and you want to get that to other people. So how do you write this? How do you best write a story or paint a picture or choreograph a dance routine to get that to people? Or so people will get it, and then how do you market it? How do you get it to them? Oh. And some people lack the first step, being creative. So, oh well. Can you learn to be creative? Yeah, you can take improv courses and stuff. And businesses are always doing these courses in creativity, but a sign of a creative person is someone with a sense of humor, because sense of humor requires that you can think outside the box. Lateral thinking. You can see relationships between things that are not the normal relationships, and that makes it funny. It's like, oh, that's unusual. So if you're good at figuring out solutions to problems, or you see the funny things walking down the street that other people don't see, then you've got that knack. I suppose you can be taught that knack. Also, of course, in a business, you have to be also given the environment where you can afford to be creative, to think outside the box, to be a risk taker without getting fired. Don't know, maybe go till 7 and then I'll have some supper. Supper could be ribs. Yeah, ribs, frozen veggies. Nuka baked potato. Why don't we do that? Let's do that at 7. Let's say we'll do that at 7. Freeway ends. Ooh. Okay. be over, Elaine here. Getting over here, Elaine. Getting over. Elaine. Elaine, we're moving lanes. Good, we have a light. Oh, we also have wipers. Should have heard the squeaking sound from them, actually. So here we are with our nice double trailer of logs. Oh, I'm running out of fuel. There was a fuel station right there. As I'm turning the corner, it's like, I'm running out of fuel. Oh look, fuel station. Okay, let's assume we can make it that far. How much fuel do I have? Ooh, 276 miles. Oh well. Let's shift off and keep the revs down. See when we get to what would be halfway. Here. Let's see what we have when we get there. So 276, half of that would be well 280, 140. Should have 140 at that halfway point. If we do, we guessed right. If we don't, well, we should have guessed differently, I guess. Oop, 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 there's water there. Okay, so at this point, ooh, Yosemite National Park. That probably would have been fun. At this point, I should have 140. 170, we're good. So Yosemite Park, was that a detour I should have taken? I guess. I might have seen geezers, you know? Dang. Dang. Could have gone this way. Yeah, next time. Next time going through, because we're going to be getting to Tonopah, which apparently is quite exciting because it's been redone. No idea what the old Tonopah looked like. But I thought I'd go through here just in case some of my viewers are excited about the fact of Tonopah. I'll change my title on this. Oh, excuse me, to add Tonopah. So people say, ooh, let's go. I have to get up again. I'm just dozing off here. cold out of the fridge, but they're really good ribs. So now I can sit here digging ribs out of my teeth. My grandfather had a hollow tooth. He used to suck on this hollow tooth all the time. Possibly bothered his wife and his daughter after many years, but I was fine. So we're thinking of bringing ribs over to a friend's house on Valentine's, actually. Maybe I'll get some schmaltzy cards too. You know, like the kinds you had when you were kids, you know, won't chew, 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 be my Valentine with a little train on it and stuff. The kinds that you gave to the other students in the class. In grade 3. And everybody got one because the teacher also bought some. So that every kid got at least one Valentine. Why don't we go up here? That's a good idea. And while we're up here, why don't we get some gas? Hey! That'd be a good idea too. Wait for people to pull away. And it's an easy one. It's one of these just pull right through, and it's not like some of the ones in Europe where they're like, oh no, you can't go in this way, you have to go in the other way. Really? Don't be an ass. Not cheap, are we? Not cheap at all. At car wash. Alright. 361 a liter, 394 a liter. Doesn't even have the diesel. 393 and 910s. Okay. So I mentioned before, my landlord, he's got a good food. You get a box of food and recipes. I'll have to think about it. I mean, I get free food because, well, I ordered. I won $5,000 worth of gift card. What the hell? Okay. Ooh, we're in trouble now because we can't really back up with this thing. Not very nicely. Well, you sort of can. You can go like this. Right? And that scoots that end around. And I'm probably jammed now. There, okay, so let's go like this. Yeah, my problem was there was a car coming in and I should have just rammed him. Coming into my gas station. Should have rammed the bastard. So, ramming speed, Captain. Didn't even have us started, so you didn't even see that. Oh well, it's okay, there was nobody watching. So we're even. Oh yeah, there's somebody watching. Sorry, that was quite exciting. I got jammed up in the gas pumps because I tried to. It pulled out of the gas pumps, and then there was a car coming in, and I should have just let the car come in and go ahead. Because I cut it a little sharp, and then I got caught up in the sign, and then I tried to back up and almost got caught up in the pumps because it is a double trailer, and then. We made it. Managed to back up. Go for it. So I got another 600 miles to go, and I've now got enough gas for 1800, so we're good. Still raining? It's just leftover rain. No, it's raining. Dang. So, speaking of train simulator, so my train simulator program actually has some versions where you start the engine, which is kind of cool. You know, this startup procedure. You know, turn on this, then this, and this, and then. Kind of cool. And if you have a multiple unit, if you have multiple units, then you have to sort of tab your way through each unit and start each unit, and put each unit in. Set up one as the master and the others as slaves, basically. Yeah, because somebody was talking about he set up a run for this big hill. He was trying to experiment, and he had problems. The brakes weren't working properly, and he couldn't get up the hill. He didn't have the power. And I'm thinking, you know, I had that in one of the games that I didn't have the power because only one of my units was pulling. Meant to tell him that in a nice way. Are you being an idiot? Just wondering. You're turning good. I will turn too and not hit that car, but I'll think about it. Slightly less time, only 27 hours now. It was 30. I guess we'll get there by 8 o'clock. Oh, another one of those cattle fences. So why did my laundry go in? My laundry went in at Train went in a while ago. I know how to check. When did I no, I didn't want that. I want this one. When did I? Let me check here. Oh, okay, blue beaches, 2 beaches. So half an hour ago. Half an hour ago, I put my drying in, so it takes an hour. Ah, this is Tonopah. Now this is the allegedly exciting Tonopah, okay? So look around, folks. Feast your eyes, let the bells ring out, let the banners fly. It's too good to be true, but we're here, Tonopah. Okay, so, well, there's a big rest stop. A bunch of pumps all set up too close to the road so you can't pull a truck through them. Yeah, that's good. What else we got? Got a road that you can't go up. Okay. Got some hotels that you can't get at. Loads of piles of gravel. Oh, we got farm up on there. Got buildings up to the left, buildings to the right. Ooh, we got one hell of a... This is this Boot Hill? One hell of a cemetery in Tonopah. May want to drive carefully. Little Rose Hotel. Tire place. Well, I must say the prefabs along the side of the road look different. Drunk drive loose. What are these places? Oh, Patriots. We've seen Patriots. Bakery. I take it back. Maybe these are the same. To tell with these cars. Looks a little different. Oh, this is nice. This is the state capitol or something. Oh, yeah, some interesting buildings. Excuse me. It's all raining. Gas station up there. No, Ray's Burgers. There's an art gift gallery. Okay. Speaking of gifts, Valentine's Day is coming up. Gotta get some things for my girlfriend. I go up to the local Actually, I usually get her potted plants. Not potted plants. I usually get her like a selection of plants from the florist that they deliver. Like $60 worth of, you know, a pot that has a number of some ivies and some, you know, let me through. Okay. Tulips or something, or daffodils, or sort of spring flowers, things that you can, and other stuff too, plants that you can keep until it's warm enough outside, then plant them out in the garden. And she's a big gardener, so she likes that. So I'll have to look and maybe get some stuff like that for her. You get her a nice card at the shop. Perhaps one that avoids the word love, and get some and I can get some tulips or something, or some kind of bulbs. At the grocery store, I suspect they'll have them in. Maybe we should do a heavy haul next on here. What can I do next? What can I do for heavy hauls? If I want to do heavy, what do I have? job market. What do we got if we sort by weight? Oh, well, we got big kick-ass transformers. Okay, what else we got? Milling machines. Something like that. All heavier than this, 23. I can do that. Apparently one of the additions on the ATS, I think, is they've added more special routes. And a man truck. Suppose I gotta try it. No idea what man is like. I thought man was in there before, you know. I don't know. Oh, I was just gonna do a little 7 that I'd finished. What do I got? I've got... Yeah, I got 45 minutes to go. I think I have to have supper. But I'll be back to finish this off. So, thank you for viewing. Thank you for following. Thank you for just pull off right here like this. Thank you for supporting me, or either through just hanging out here, or following me, or cheering me with bits, or subscribing with your Amazon Prime, or whatever. So I'll have some supper. What the hell are you doing here? And possibly be back on later on. So, ta-ta.